Good evening, all. We, on behalf of the SRC Alumni Association and the MBA department, welcome you for the 74th webinar talk, Work-Life Balance in the New Normal. Principal Ma'am has conveyed her wishes for this event. We welcome our speaker of the day, Ms. Priyanka, faculty members, current students, and all alumni friends. Ms. Priyanka, after her MBA, joined CTS Coimbatore at the Kiranatham campus. She is working with CTS for the past 5 years. She heads the role of talent management of the employees. She handles 2 to 3 accounts. Currently, she is handling portfolio of 1,200 employees. She is currently junior executive HR. We are eagerly waiting to hear about this topic from a HR perspective. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Vasan sir. That was a good introduction. So thanks everybody. Thanks for this opportunity given to me. So let me share my screen. So kindly confirm once my screen is visible.
It is visible, Priyanka.
Thank you. Thank you. So this is a eminent topic, which is like work-life balance during a new normal. So I chosen this topic because this is where we are asked to consult the employees currently, so they feel like a bit stressed out during this kind of a situation. So this is where we have more discussions around during the employee connects during for the last 20 months almost. That is why I've chosen this topic here. So what do you all think, what is the new normal mean to you? Please kindly unmute yourself and interact. No, it will be good. So I would request the faculty members as well as the alumni who's present in the call, kindly give me a few pointers. We can have it as an interactive session here.
Yeah, new normal is actually the social distancing and the preventive measures what we take. It's all new to us, and that has become a normal now.
Yes, sir, exactly. Yes, so that is a new normal, staying at home and being very precaution. So having a social and physical distancing and using
You mean to
sanitizers
say about
frequently.
economical situation also? You'd like to share about economical situation also, Priyanka?
This is not any economical, ma'am. It is just what we face every day in day-to-day normal. So
Economic
I'm not
conditions
bringing in
also.
economic.
Okay. No, since during pandemic, the economic conditions of people have gone down, so I thought
Yes,
that
so
is
this
also
is
a new normal
completely,
situation, isn't it?
yeah, completely from the working perspectives and from the corporate
Okay.
perspectives. I've
Okay.
prepared it. So
You proceed, Priyanka. You proceed. Thank you.
sure. And wearing face masks is mandatory now, and without it, we now it's like usually when we go out, we used to check for our mobile phones and wallets, but now without mask, nobody steps out, I believe. And it's advisable from the government to go ahead with the safe grocery shopping and food handling part, and working from home or it's like working virtually and working in an isolated environment with a low staffing. So this has become a very new normal to everyone. So when will this pandemic be over? And yes, of course, like nobody is very sure about it, and no one has an answer for this question. And everybody has this question in their mind. And actually, for your safety and safety of others, kindly continue to follow all the safety guidelines. Though there are things are going to be back normal again after 20 months, and slowly all the organizations are opening up with the more than 50% to 60% staffing across the locations in India. And even in global, if we take 60 to 70% of the employees are asked to come back to work, and by January or of March maximum, all the employees will be working from the office. So, keeping the current situation in mind, this is what being concluded. But we may not know how things will go, and if there is any outbreak, and there might be changes again. So, how is the work environment in new normal? So, we have working professionals in the call. So, again, this question is for you people. So how do you think the work environment in how's the work environment in working from home during working from home? Ma'am, sir, anyone? Okay. So this is
Yeah,
how.
working from home, actually, we handled classes from home itself, online classes. We were also new to it, and our students were also new to it. But later on, as related to the topic, it has become normal nowadays.
Yeah, ma'am. So I
Initially,
think
we felt it difficult. Maybe later on, it is easy for us now.
yes. So it's how it started is like, the home is the office, living room, or the bedroom is a workstation for everyone. And initially it was exciting. So we used to like wonder like when we go to office regularly. So we used to think like 1 or 2 days, why can't we work from home? It will be relaxing for us and all. So in that excitement, everybody were thinking that we can spend more time with family. But actually, in the reality, it was completely different. And as ma'am mentioned, it took time to get adjusted, but also there were changes in the biological clock. Like how I can relate is like, when we have office or when we come to colleges, we used to get up at least by we used to get up and get ready before 2 hours or 3 hours. And now it's like, if the work is going to start, I mean, this is I'm talking about the corporate perspective. So if the work is going to start, it's like, just get up half an hour or 45 minutes before that work time. And nobody, to be frank, nobody gets ready and all. They just start their work in their night dress along, actually. So this is what has been happening. So when we discussed with the employees, we got to know. So this is how people are comfortable now. And there is a changes in the biological clock. And there's also difficult times. There's an absence in proper ambience. So when we come to office, or when we have a proper infrastructure, the workstation will be completely different. But when we have it in our own home, there were a lot of issues and difficulties. We may not be able to sit and work for 10 hours or say 9 hours or 8 hours. It was very difficult. So it's like, again, a lack of infra and tech. So there were a lot of technical glitches, and we were not able to communicate with the employees in case of any software issues or anything comes down. Nothing, I mean,
Priyanka,
we were not able to. Yeah,
Priyanka,
ma'am.
sorry for interrupting. You want to change the slide or you are slide itself?
No, ma'am, I'll be changing it, ma'am.
Okay. Just a reminder. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. So lack of infra, and I mean, there were a lot of, I mean, in case if there were any issues in the network or something, we used to call the people to come and help us. But here, this human connect was not there. And again, lack of informal meetings is like, meeting our friends or colleagues and going off to cafe to have lunch. So these meetings were not there, and most of us needed extra working hours to complete the regular given tasks. So this was the situation. And during this transformed arrangement, we were able to meet the work-related timelines, but had to compromise on few things. That is, a family time on these we have to compromise. And hence, like, work from home became a stress on that on these aspects. So there are few work-life balance practices which has been, practiced by few corporate companies as well as my company. And when I also discussed with my other peers and across locations, and we just have few points that what we practice currently. So introducing silent hours where there is no meeting scheduled for the employees or even for the management, so that just keeps them. And we organized a few meditation sessions or yoga sessions for the employees for their well-being, and so that they were they had some relaxation time, and doctors on call. So this is like from any kind of an issues or anything that they would like to have a consult, and we were able to connect it with the doctors, and there were webinar sessions again organized for this set of people. And we had more focus on the mental health part. So wherever they feel stress and or something is required from some support when they require from the organization standpoint, we were able to help them and make them feel better. So we were able to give them more flexibility in terms of working hours. So we never stick with particular working hour. We gave a flexible working hours. So in a given particular day, they were able to log in on and off whenever is required. So again, there were a lot of discussions. So we used to call employees personally and check with each and every one of them. And even level 2 managers, that is the immediate supervisor's boss will call the employees and to check their well-being. And we encourage the employees to take mandatory leaves so that they can have some relaxed time. So even though that organizations were able to give so much of support during the difficult times, but again, end of the day, it's like we have to perform the given deliverables and to close it. So these are few other pointers, which is like we were able to give up apart from the organization point, like personally what individual can do at their home to ease out this stress and have that work-life balance. So it is like, again, plan the work. This will definitely help most of them to bring about more efficiency in everyone and sticking with the plan with the discipline. So that is the key point here. And whatever we plan, we have to stick with that. And yes, for some days we used to plan, but there will be things ad hoc, there will be more ad hoc requests, and we may not know like what to do, what things has to be done. So here we have to prioritize and having a clear and defined work time. So this is again a very important one. So we have to be very defined. So we cannot be logging in the morning till the night or even in the midnight. So we have to define our what is the correct working hours for us. So again, restricting social media or playing virtual games during the working hours will be definitely efficient for everyone. And periodically taking some little time away from work or home chores and just to do things yourself will have some new refreshing energies. So now it's like OTT is a big and entertainment is being very good. So this is a very big de-stressing factors. And again, like controlling the daily consumption will also be helpful. So meeting your families or friends in close and safe groups will definitely brighten up your day. So to conclude, I would like to say is work-life balance is not a rocket science. And again, it's not a difficult one to achieve if one is being determined. So thank you everyone for your time and have a great evening ahead.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
It was a good talk for today evening.
Yeah, thank you.
And I have a small question to be asked. Being in HR, like are the days changing? Like the companies, do they prefer to have more of work from home rather than from being back to normal? Is this some of the companies' thought process?
Sir, actually, it's completely dependent for Cognizant, like companies, it's a service-based company. So when we say service-based company, we are dependent on clients. So it is like completely on client requirement and on the project part. So work from home is very economical to the company because there is a lot of cost being saved here. So your cafeterias, your transport, and the power consumption and everything, even the seat cost and everything is being saved here. But when a client demands and due to like there are malware and virus attacks from the outside, so due to all these part, it is advisable to have a very secured server and log into secured network. So when we work from home, this secured network is not there. We use a common service provider, Airtel, Jio, or anything. So these are common service providers. So there is the data security is a bit, question mark when people work from home. So that is the reason where, few projects or which is few critical projects are asked to come to office. So it is like 50-50 as of now. And maybe if as I mentioned earlier in this call, if the current situation now, it's like the cases have come down. And if this is going to prolong, and definitely by Jan 2020, we can expect everybody to be in the office.
Okay.
And also, like in most of the corporate companies are giving reimbursement for vaccinations, and they themselves are conducting vaccination drives for the employees as well as the employee family members, actually. So for the immediate family members. So I think in these aspects, most of the employees were covered and they were vaccinated during the drives, and probably they'll be back to office soon.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Priyanka,
Yes, ma'am.
I have a small question. Like, say, earlier, the working hours maybe for software, maybe 8 to 10 hours or so. But now people are working all 24 hours. That's what they say. Is it true?
Yes.
Or have you experienced that?
So, ma'am, actually, the actual workload is not been added. So, apart from that, as I mentioned, people tend to take a lot of breaks in between, and there is a discontinuity when we work from home. So, in case if somebody steps in, or we have to go and buy some groceries or somewhere, so there is a gap in between their working hours. So, we have a tracking mechanism also in my company, that like how many hours an employee is logging in, and what work they are doing, what is the window that has been displayed from the screen. So from those informations, we were able to see, people take 2 to 3 hours break in between their working hours, and hence it is getting prolonged. And that is one thing. And the other thing is about the external factors. So external factors is power cut and internet connectivity. So if when we work from office, there won't be any issues in these aspects. But when we work from home, we have all these frequently coming in, and that too, even in the rainy season. I think every other locations, not only Coimbatore, even Hyderabad, they were completely shut down. They had a flood, very bad flood, and entire location was shut down for 2 to 3 days. So so that these are the factors, ma'am. It doesn't mean that we have a workload, more workload, but including all these factors, it is making them to prolonged. And if we see the start time and the end time, it is more than 14 hours.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Ma'am, in general, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, of course, I'm not into the IT sector, but there's a general thought, like I mean, look, too much of into computer work related, it goes a lot of strain onto them and onto their physical body postures. Like, is that all? I mean, will that not be more comfortable for them to work from home rather than from office?
Sir, actually, it is, yes, sir, it is correct. But in vice versa part, in office, we have a different set of chairs and table, so which gives more economic positions. Economic positions in the sense, like how we have to sit, and how our spine position is there. So how our backbone has been, when we sit on the chair, the height and everything. So those things were adjusted in the office environment. So when it comes to home, people are sitting in the couch, or there are people who sit down on the floor and keeping their laptop on their lap. So these things were very difficult during work from home. So when in case, like if we are in office, it was completely different. So they didn't have this kind of an issue. So what we have to do is we have to give them some work from home allowances, and encouraging them to at least accumulate those allowances, and buy a furniture for them. Or we were able to provide some UPS connections for few associates who were using desktops. So these were certain small contributions and small support were given from the organization endpoint as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Priyanka.
Yes, sir.
So since you are working with the HR, If your company policies does not allow to answer you, it's not an issue. But my question is,
Yes.
you have recruited students from the present batch, that is the current students where they had 1 year of online classes. And I hope you have recruited, your CTS is done.
Sir, actually, to be frank, I am not from recruitment. I am from talent management. The other day, I supported the campus hiring department actually. So they wanted support from the talent managers to, visit and do the third round or a fourth round HR round for them to pick in. So that is where I pitched in. So to be frank, I have no idea what the status of recruitment part.
Okay. No, actually, my question was whether there is a difference between offline and online graduates. I just wanted to.
Okay, sir. So I think there is no such bifurcations because I could see like they were recruiting to 2020 passed out people as well. So they didn't make this differentiation. That is what I saw as a whole. But I'm not sure like how many percentages and how many people were recruited from that batch. So I don't have the statistics.
My second question is that, fine, as you said, it's a new normal. Now, what are the challenges to bring back people from work from home attitude or culture back to office? Is there any strategies which companies follow, or you have any ideas on that?
Yes, sir. So we are ourselves are planning for this, and now it's like anyways, it took 1 or 2 months for them to get settled to work from home environment, and I would really think that will be the same for return to office scenario as well. So now it's like we have asked the top leadership team that is above deputy general manager until the VP level. They have been visiting the office and there is a few precaution strategies which has been made and they are following everything. And later on, they are slowly, the subordinates will join them. For example, if deputy general manager is there and this subordinate will be coming to his office. Likewise, a team wise, we are planning to bring in that is phase by phase manner. And that too, when this comes in, we used to have only like 2 or 3 days working from office and another 2 or 3 days they'll be working from home. So it will be on a rotation basis so that everybody gets a chance to return to office and again they will be simultaneously working from. So this is what been planned. And again, execution part, it is going to be very difficult for employees as well. So they have to stick with the time and everything. So we thought of giving them some time, like say at least 2 or 3 months until they get hands hold of practice. So until then, there is going to be a rotation kind. So it will be like few people working from office and few people working from home, and it keeps changing. So currently, this is what is being planned, sir, from my organization.
Great.
Sorry, good evening, ma'am. So I just need to ask one question here from my side is that you are from talent management. So from the last 10 years or 5 years, AI is increasing and automation is increasing. So did you see any drop in the intakes of software engineers or developers or something like that?
Good evening, Gokulnath. So, though there is no drop as such because the market is wide open. So, people are, there is more opportunities is what we are seeing, and more recruitment is happening online later. So, I don't think so. There is a drop here. So, it's like we need more people again. We need more talents.
Okay, so
So,
yeah, will there be any drop maybe after 10 years or 20 years? Because even Facebook has moved to Meta, something like that. So most of the people have moved to automation part. So as I know from assembly, matlab, machine engineering side, most of the automation parts from let's say assembly vehicle design or something like that, everything has been automated and hiring has been reduced very much. So is there any scope of automation industry in this IT part? Because this coding, everything is getting into automation. So that is there any will there be any job losses after 10 years or 20 years, so that we can have any backup plans from our side to something like that?
So, Gokul, it is not predictable as of now. So, though the the automation is getting emerging and everything, but we need people again. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, so current situation is what we demand people, but end of 10 years, it is. I mean, we don't know what will happen. So this is very unpredictable. So we may not know. And meanwhile, we have to get trained or enhanced, or we have to give some kind of different kind of a training for the employees, current employees, so that they can work on cross functionals. Though the coding get automated, there might be we might need people in the infrastructure support. So likewise, we can map the people from one department to the other. So there'll be some plans on that. So slashing and laying off on because of the development part, I don't think so it will happen. So usually a layoff or something will happen on the current employees' performance. So it's not that uh, it will happen because of the what do you call it, the development of any software. Hope I answered your question, Gokul.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
Again, the same question in a different form. Like, see, from work from home culture, what is the public mood, ma'am, really to get into the normal working culture that is offline? Because I haven't gone through any media right now to understand what
Exactly.
percentage of people are really into the offline mode and or people who want to continue with this online work from home culture. You have any
Yes.
statistics on that, ma'am?
So statistics, I think the results are not outside. So we had an internal survey, so which was sent across my organization, and so people who are in the core city, they are okay to continue work from home, but people who had issues in terms of their network and everything. So those people, they definitely wanted to return to office, and it's been 20 plus months, and they are also very desperate to come and work because, as I mentioned, there are a lot of difficulties when we work from home. We don't have that concentration to sit and completely full-fledgedly we are not able to work, including me, I'm telling. So if I have to work for 10 hours, I'm not able to sit for that particular 10 hours and complete my task. So in between there is a phone call, somebody steps in, or we have to go and cook, get up and cook, and all these kind of distractions are there during work from home. So when we are in office, we have that particular 8 hours of work, and we complete that 8 hours, and we'll forget it, and we come back in home, and we will see the other aspects. So most of them now currently it's been like they're so desperate, so they wanted to return to office actually.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. So I can take it like it's almost 75 plus percentage interested to go for offline.
Yes, sir. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So they
Thank you.
wanted to come to office.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Madam, as a HR person,
Yes, sir.
do you have some suggestions for? I mean, see, today even the kids go to even kids school have not been started fully. Are there some suggestions to keep mind fresh, because most of them don't move out of the house, though the situations are getting back to normal, but still this new normal itself is kind of stress. Is as a HR, could you suggest some of the relieving methods from the problem?
Yes, sir. So it is again based upon a particular individual how they feel, and some people it's like as I there was one pointer like we have to make ourselves away from the work, or we have to be away from the household works also. So we have to have some time for ourselves. So what we would like to do, so some people will like to be alone and think and listen to some pleasant music, or some people will like to cook their favorite dish and eat, or some people will like to order food from outside and have a feast. So it is completely based upon an individual what they wanted to do. So, and some people will, like playing games and browsing through social media. So these are some kind of relaxation. Or they can also watch some good comical series, web series are there, and movies have been coming in. So this is one kind of suggestion what has been advisable during the new normal. So apart from this, stepping out is, it is not advisable. Maybe we can have a walk in the terrace, so to refresh ourselves. So apart from this, I think we are completely restricted, right, sir? So just to avoid other people, it's these are the few things what we can do from.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, audience, you have any questions, please for that. Okay, I think there are no more questions. Priyanka, Vanaja Man, Vasant, can we go for the closing remarks?
Yes, sir. Yes, Thomas.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yes,
Great.
sir.
Yes. A few announcements, ma'am, from the SRS Alumni Association. So next week it is the 75th webinar talk, and it falls on the Children's Day. So Alumni Association has planned this 75th webinar session on November 14th as a Children's Day special event. And we'll be having our own alumnus from the batch 2001, ECE passed out. She's a professional storyteller, and she's Pongodi Palamurugan from the batch 2001 ECE. And along with that, we have invited a magician, Veerasekar. He's from a community called Step Up Events, and he's based in Coimbatore. And he's a renowned magician in this arena. So we have actually pulled him also. So next week it is going to be fun, and we request the children of alumnus to join as well as the alumnus. And though it falls on November 14th, the magician has said to us that the magic what he is going to show will definitely be interested for both adult as well as kids. And he has promised to teach a couple of magic for the kids there. And adults also can learn that if interested. So I thought I should mention this particular thing. And again, we have our fifth US chapter meet. It's a fifth annual meet going to be held virtually in US. So it also falls on November 14th as per the US calendar, but for the time what we will be having, it will be on November 15th early morning 3 a.m. as per as IST time. So I request to spread across the message to your contacts and attend the programs as scheduled by us. Thank you. So that was Priyanka Gurusamy from the batch 2016 MBA. Wonderful, ma'am. Thank you for the beautiful presentation what you have put, because this new normal is always challenging for everyone. And now we have started to take this as a normal as what as you are mentioned in the title. Beautiful topic selection. Kudos to the entire management studies team, Vanaja ma'am, and the director ma'am, and the entire faculty ma'am, for introducing Priyanka Gurusamy to the SRS Alumni Association. Thank you, alumni friends, for joining for today's session. So that was the webinar talk number 74. Thank you, faculty members, for being here this evening, the long weekend actually, for joining in numbers. And thank you, student friends, for being here. And thank you, Priyanka, once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.